Check this out. I'm gonna address this one time only, man. I feel like I'm at a point in my life I'm not finna sit here and let stuff just linger around.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Trae the Truth. Now, Trae the Truth is one of those Houston rappers that are so legendary, it's hard to put it into words, man. He encapsulates everything about the city's culture and about its rap scene and about Houston in general that you could appreciate when you're visiting there or anything that you read about Houston's hip-hop scene or whatnot, right? Now, Trae the Truth came into the rap game associated with another rapper by the name of Zero. Now, Zero needs no introduction, man. These are like legends in the hip-hop game, you know? Anytime you think about Houston rap or the Houston rap scene or even the sound that Houston rappers have put out there as far as their beats and stuff like that, and I'm talking about even as far up as Drake, like the sound that he has in some of his beats, you know, that slowed down, almost screwed up beat. And when I say screwed up beat, I'm definitely talking about the legendary DJ Screw. You know what I'm saying? He kind of made that culture, man. Trae the Truth, Zero, and other acts, they helped to cultivate that, and they exuded that in their music, right? Now, with all that being said, and all their contributions to the music game, Zero and Trae the Truth have had a falling out, right? It's been a long time for those who are real fans who've been tuned in, right? It's been a long time. Everybody been waiting for the ABN CD forever, or album, I should say, right? Well, it seems like there was a situation that took place this past weekend where Zero and Trae's camps ran into each other, and Zero ended up catching the bad end of it, man. He even admitted it himself, saying that he got jumped. Now, Trae the Truth dropped a video today to respond to all the things that Zero said and to talk about the conversations that him and Zero have had since then. Now, before we get to the specifics and talk about all this stuff, man, and play these clips, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about some of these reports coming out of this weekend. So, many of you probably already saw the video. I couldn't believe it myself. Zero on the ground, balled up, and somebody wailing on him, man. I'm talking about like really just giving him the ones and twos right while he's down. And you could tell it was the end of a clip where somebody started filming at the end of the fight, where Zero was already down on the ground and he was doing his best to protect himself so that way he didn't get lumped up too bad, right? But it looked like one of the guys, you know, just like in any situation where people jump a person, man, when somebody gets jumped, that's the worst thing because there's always that one guy who will go way overboard just to prove to his homeboys or to his friends that he's tough. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's better against a group. I've always thought, man, just to run, bro. Call it what you want, man. Hey, man. Hey, you can't fight more than 5 people, man. You can't fight more than 2 people. Let's be real, man. And getting packed out just ain't a good look. And it wasn't a good look for Zero, man. Now, Zero kind of shrugged it off, man. He did an interview with TMZ. And there's a report that came from TMZ where the headline, it said this. It said, Zero speaks out after Trae the Truth fight, says he was ambushed. Now, Zero in the interview talked about the fact that he was ambushed. He was told to, hey, come over here. And once he came over to talk to Trae, I'm assuming, because he really didn't say his name. When he came over to talk to Trae the Truth, he ended up getting ambushed, man, and people started to jump on him. Now, in his defense, after he got back up, you know, he went back at the dude who was hitting him while he was down. So he started to put his dukes up, and I can't show the video. I wish I could, but you know, TMZ footage and then, you know, violence, man, YouTube ain't rocking with all that. So, man, I got to describe what I saw. Now, in the story, it says that 50 Cent's Tycoon Houston turned into the venue for a fight between hometown heroes and ex-friends Zero and Trae the Truth. And yet Zero says he's letting it slide, for now at least. Now, Zero is definitely being the bigger person, and it seems like there was some talk that went on after this footage was leaked. Like, this is several days old, according to what Trae says. But what I want to do is I want to play this video clip of Trae the Truth talking about the incident and the things that happened afterwards, man. And this will clear everything up for y'all.
Check this out. I'm gonna address this one time only, man. I feel like I'm at a point in my life I'm not finna sit here and let stuff just linger around. But I do feel I owe it to people to know, especially people who really rock with me, man, to know the situation that they trying to paint, the narrative they paint is false. Not no 7-on-1 situation. Wasn't no blindside ambush. That's not what this is. This is family business, internal stuff that's been going on for 10, 15 years that's probably been building up and just spilled over into, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing, I'm watching all these blogs and everybody say some of the stuff they say when they don't know. Me and this man held a conversation for damn near 2 hours the day after. You know what I'm saying? Probably a conversation that was needed to be had. But it's just so crazy to watch so many people try and put their 2 cents in and think they know what they talking about and say this, say that. And look, I'm not on here to be trying to defend nothing. What I will tell you is those who know my character know I always been stand up. They know I don't do no man. Probably got one of the biggest hearts ever. But they also know I stand up for what I stand up on. If in any way I feel disrespected, I'm going to stand up. I'm a man. You know I'm human. Sometimes we do things out of emotion that may mess us up. Sometimes we do things that we rightfully feel is right. What I can say is, man, the situation and this internal stuff, man, you know, it's crazy because we've been fighting our whole life. Our whole family always fights. So it's just different now because it's always cameras and it's always social media and people with opinions. It ain't no hate for that, man. You got to understand, I'm never going to let nobody hurt or harm him. You know, and that's just as simple as can be. As far as the blogs, as far as everybody who has something to say that I'm seeing, just, you know, you got to keep that same energy. For those who really rock with me, you know, if I let y'all down, that's on me. I stand on that, and, you know, I accept my accountability. But other than that, man, it is what it is, dog. I'm not going to let people keep adding fuel to the fire, keying it up or gassing it up.
Okay, hopefully you heard what Trae the Truth said there. You know, he addressed the issue. He said that, you know, people fight, families fight, friends fight, things happen, you know. The only thing that changed today is that they have cameras. You know, there's cameras everywhere. People are always going to whip out their phone and be able to see the worst of what happens in some relationships, right? Like, I'm pretty sure they've had several fights and talks behind the scene, but this is the first time that it's gone public. And there were 2 groups of people who were surprised by this. There were people who were like, okay, they herald Trae the Truth as kind of like a local hero. You know, he did some amazing things during the hurricane, saving people. Like I even did a story back in when the hurricane happened in Houston, where there was a NBA player that got saved by Trae the Truth. Like his family got saved by Trae the Truth. You know what I mean? During that time. And, you know, I think he's been given the key to the city. He's like a hometown hero there, right? So a lot of people were surprised that he would be caught up in something like this, where he allegedly backdoored one of his rhyme partners and friends. The other group of people were surprised to see Zero on the ground, man, like that, getting beat up, because he's kind of heralded as a tough guy. Now, Zero's an older dude now, and he stood his ground when he got up, so you really can't give him an L or anything like that. I mean, who in the world could beat 7 people? Now, Trae also said that it wasn't 7 people, and he also talked about the fact that him and Zero have talked on the phone for like an hour after this happened. So it's probably not any beef that's going to be out there for a long time. Both of these guys are well established in the rap game, and they're elder statesmen in the rap game at this point. You know, this is ridiculous, man. And Trae the Truth, I don't think this is going to tarnish his reputation, because even in the comments, you saw Styles P, he left a comment and just, you know, basically showed him words of encouragement and saying that him coming out and speaking in the way that he did about the incident, instead of trying to hype it up or do anything crazy, was some real grown man type stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are giving him props about how he addressed it, and hopefully him and Zero have met some sort of resolution, man, because I like both of these dudes as an artist. Like, I jam both of them like all the time. I'll say that, man. You know, they're in my playlist. I'll say that much, right? But, man, what do you guys think about this incident? Do you think that this just went too far, or do you think that this was just something that we caught on camera, and probably, like Trae said, was something that was building up over years of frustration and back and forth and stuff like that, and we just weren't tuned into it because they don't put their business out like that? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content, and we out of here. Peace.